This is going to ruffle a few feathers. You see, recently I was just watching the last series on Netflix of The Blacklist, and I was thinking about that, and I thought a lot of people don't realise, as a real estate agent, we know these things, but a lot of the general public don't understand that the banks actually have a blacklist, and they have blacklisted suburbs and postcodes for different areas. And what that means for you as a potential investor or purchaser of a property is that they're going to make it a lot harder for you to buy in those areas, because they really don't want to lend you money in those blacklisted areas. Now, there's a few reasons for that, and I'll cover off in a moment what those are. So if you're shopping for a loan for a property and it's in one of those banks' blacklisted suburbs, then what it means to you is the bank's going to increase the loan to value ratio, meaning you're going to have to spend a lot more or put down a lot bigger deposit, maybe an extra 20 or 30% deposit, even more than what you would have, just because it's a higher perceived risk to the bank if you were to buy in those areas. There's two reasons, and the first reason is the banks look at it and go, well, maybe there's too much oversupply of development in a particular suburb. That's one of the things that they look at, right? And so the risk for them is higher. The second reason is that they may have as a bank, they've lent too much money to potential homeowners or investors, and they're at a higher risk level because of the amount of money they've lent to people in those areas. All right, so they're two of the common reasons. Now, you'll find that there's blacklisted suburbs in most capital cities, from Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, Perth, Adelaide. They all have blacklisted sites. Now, if you're a potential investor or first-time property buyer, then you make sure you're not looking in those areas particularly, otherwise you're going to find it a lot harder to get finance. So if you're wanting help in that area to know perhaps what a blacklisted suburb is or in your area, then simply drop us a message here and we'll be able to help you out and tell you what areas are blacklisted by the banks. All right, because you really want to know that stuff when you're looking to buy an investment property. Anyway, I hope this tip helps, and we'll talk to you soon.